Turn it up, let it start. From block to block, we snatching hearts and jacking marks. And the
damn, that song's been stuck in my head since Saturday night. You know how you like forget about certain songs because whatever, fucking time happens, and you forget certain shit. And then Jeremy Stevens walked out to this song at UFC 215 and fucking brought it back, man. I was like, oh shit, I forgot about this song. I've been bumping that shit all fucking weekend and shit. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Morning Toke. My name is Eddie Law. And as long as you know about this show, you know it's whatever's on my mind at the moment. And again, just make sure you hit up crossbonesmma.com, subscribe, tell your friends about us, share the podcast, and we really, really do appreciate you guys' support. And make sure, I think today's the last day we're giving away those Combate Americas tickets. And at this point, it's kind of like, it's almost like first come, first serve. So if you want tickets, we got them. So just hit me up on Twitter at elaw31, or just hit me up on Twitter at elaw31. Or comment on this video, and if we still got some left when I see your comment, we'll definitely hook you up, especially if you're in the California area. LA, Redlands, California area is where you want to be, since it's kind of short notice. So again, Combate Americas going down next Friday, Combate 17. Make sure you hit that shit up because it's gonna be some fucking sick fights. Get about that in the co-main event is she ain't no joke, man. She's scary. All right. That chick is a scary, scary fighter. Other chicks have been turning fights down with her, so or turning down fights with her. God damn, I can't speak to that. So make sure you hit that up, and if you can't make it, make sure you watch it on UFC Fight Pass. I believe it's gonna be on. So this Friday, out of Redlands, California, Combate Americas 17, El Grito en la Jaula, and of course, enjoy yourself, man. All right, so obviously UFC 215 went down this last Saturday. And the one thing I was looking at this morning that I saw, I didn't see it yesterday, or it might have been yesterday, this morning they got put out, probably last night, but I think it's Carrie Melendez. Is it Kira or Carrie? I think it's Carrie, but I apologize if I get the name wrong there. But Gilbert Melendez's wife, she's actually a fighter for Bellator, so I should know her name, but yeah, my bad. Anyway, I think it's Carrie. She put out these pictures of Gil's knee, and her leg. It looks jacked from the shin. It's still swollen as shit, so it doesn't look great. In fact, it looks pretty shitty. But supposedly there isn't no structural damage or anything crazy like that. So hoping for a speedy recovery there for El Nino. And you gotta ask yourself. And Kirby was talking about this on the post-fight show. Right out. By the way, for pay-per-views, we usually have a post-fight show right after the fights for pay-per-views mostly, and for big fight nights. So yeah, make sure you go to crossbonesmma.com and check out the UFC post 215 UFC 215 post fight show. God damn, I can't talk today. It's on crossbonesmma.com and also on iTunes, where you can subscribe and get all their stuff automatically, including this show. So if you're hearing this on iTunes, thank you, appreciate you guys, and let's keep this thing going. All right, so yeah, if you guys saw the fight, Gilbert Melendez against Jeremy Stevens, Stevens came out with the obvious, to me it was an obvious game plan. Gilbert Melendez, Nick and Nate, Diaz, Chris Avila, all those guys out of the scrap pack have heavy box stances, right? Heavy boxing styles. And they stay really having that lead leg. And Jeremy Stevens sniped the shit out of Gilbert's lead leg so bad that Gil actually fell back quite a few times after getting kicked there, which is smart. You drop back in your guard and say, all right, Jeremy, come down to the ground. Jeremy only obliged once, and it was near the end when he was trying to finish the fight. But god damn, Gil Melendez is tough as shit. You cannot kill that dude. That dude is just game to the end, son. Just fucking crazy. The doctors kept asking him, are you okay? You want to continue? He's like, yeah, I can. Talking about being able to take that pain and going out there representing yourself, representing your team, representing your family and your people, you know, and your sport and your country and everything. It's really, that dude showed what represent is really about, man. Straight up, like that. Goddamn, I was proud as fuck. I am proud as fuck of Gilbert Melendez. Gilbert Melendez is a bad motherfucker, man. And he's a fucking, that's a real dude right there. That's a real G. Real motherfucking G, like the song's saying. Which is funny because Jeremy Stevens was the one walking out that song, but yeah, Gilbert Melendez's leg is not, you know, from what I read, you can go to @CarrieMelendez145 on Twitter and you can see the pictures, photos for yourself. I also tweeted him out. I retweeted her tweet, and then the Crossbones Instagram has it on there @CrossbonesMMA on Instagram. You can see the photos and her post as well. It's man, goddamn, dude, for real, that shit's crazy. A lot of other fighters would have quit. In fact, most other fighters would have stopped. They would have been like, I can't go, you know. And fucking Gilbert Melendez was like, nah, fuck that shit, let's go. You're gonna have to kill me. Couldn't do it. So again, fucking big ups to Gilbert Melendez. Now the question is, like Fred was saying on the 215 post-fight show, like what's next for El Nino? It's gonna be kind of tough, right? 35 years old at a new weight division. You know, I think he was hoping that if, you know, should he have won last night, he could make a run at the title. But if I'm honest, man, it doesn't look good for Gil in that debate. Really, honestly, in the fight game anymore. I think he's got a couple fights left in him. I don't know how effective he would be. So it's I don't know, man. It's gonna be tough goings, man. It's gonna be tough for him. I think it's gonna be tough for him to get a fight. You gotta say Dana White, you know, give him mad respect on Twitter after the fight for sure, though. You know, and that's good to see because you're hoping you don't get cut. You know, because everyone's like, oh, you know, I saw a bunch of fucking tweets on, you know, that night on Saturday night after his fight. Oh, we're off to Bellator. Like, go fuck yourselves. Gilbert Melendez don't belong in Bellator. Gilbert Melendez belongs in the highest level possible to the end. Okay, straight up. And you can give me hate for that all you want to, and all this other shit, whatever, man. But Gilbert Melendez is a real warrior. Real warriors belong, to me, at the highest, you know, my opinion, at the highest level possible, just for as long as it can go, or as long as they're, you know, able to, so, or want to. But you know, you gotta wonder. I believe he's wondering. He probably is wondering what's next for him. So, but you know, situations like that, you gotta sit back and clear your mind, enjoy your family, and, you know, heal up, and then look at the big picture, and then, you know, make some decisions there. So, I mean, he's a successful businessman. He's got stores, a scrap pack store in San Francisco. I've been to it. At that one mall, I forgot the name of it, but I've been to that. He's got a store. He's got his gym. It's successful. He's got his team, scrap pack, all that. Working for ESPN and all that. So he's got a lot of things going on. So it's not like he's, you know, he'd be out of it or anything. He's still being, you know, like involved in the sport and stuff. But it's kind of rough to continue putting yourself through training camps and the kind of punishment you have to go through. It really does, you know. But I don't know. It sucked to see him lose, but it was just crazy. You're just hoping he unleashed some like uppercut from hell and, you know, drop Jeremy Stevens and shit and finish the fight. But regardless, you know, big ups to Gil, and definitely big ups to Jeremy Stevens. He wants Jose Aldo. Fuck, that's a tough fight, dude. You want to play kicks? You want to go kick for kick? Go ahead, Jose Aldo, do it. That dude's crazy with them kicks, or used to be. So yeah, all right. Obviously, Amanda Nunes getting the split, razor thin decision over Valentina Shevchenko. Oh man, that was a tough fight to score. A lot of people are claiming robbery. I don't know if it was a robbery. That one was hard to score. That reminded me a lot of the Tyron Woodley, the Woodley Thompson 2 fight. Reminded me a whole lot of that. I think it was that UFC 209. That was one of those fights that was technical. You know what I mean? And they were very, you know, it was very conservative game plans on both sides. And I'm talking about, you know, the Woodley fight, you know, the Woodley Thompson fight, but also this Nunes Shevchenko fight. Definitely. Oh shit! What the hell is going on up here? So I'm on the freeway and somebody fucked this all up, man. This is weird. Like this freeway is all fucked up. Like the traffic and shit. Like somebody fucked this lane up. I don't know how it goes. Anyway, shit. If I had the camera on, I would help you guys out, but my setup's kind of shit right now, so I gotta figure that out and fix it. Anyway, a lot of people claiming robbery. I don't think it was a robbery, because a robbery entails that somebody clearly won, and I don't think Shevchenko clearly won. I also don't think that, you know, that Nunes clearly won. I think they were both very technical, very careful game plans. I think Shevchenko came forward more, You know what I mean? So it's kind of a weird fight, but yeah, it's one of those things where the judges always side with the champion, almost always side with the champion. You know, in a very close fight. So you got to beat the champ, man. And it's weird because you wish you had an explanation or something clear, you know, from the judges as far as how they see these kind of fights, right? It's like, oh, you know, sit down with a bunch of judges and be like, all right, when it's a razor close fight between a champion and a challenger, you know, how do you see it, or how do you judge it? You know, do you do that whole you got to beat the champ thing? So it'd be interesting to see if anybody would answer that or could answer that. So it was a motherfucker as far as that goes. And you know, who did I have winning it? I thought Shevchenko did enough. I really did. But I also thought it could have gone either way. So, but I am one of those people that goes, you got to beat the champ, or you got to do something to clearly take every round. A lot of people are saying that rounds 2, 3, and 4 to Shevchenko. I'd have to watch it again, to be honest with you. I watched it 3 times, and I still am not 100% sure who won those rounds. But regardless, Nunes is still the champion. And this kind of hits a whole, not a reset button, but what fights are appealing for the 135 women's belt now? I mean, this fight was pretty appealing, right? But then now what? What, Shevchenko 3? You know, because those 2 fights were pretty close. You're gonna have to wait a while to get the 3rd one. I mean, let's be honest, right? It's gonna be a minute before you get the 3rd fight. And who you gonna get? Pennington. You know, Ronda's fucking, who knows where she is. She's still in the rankings. I think she's number 4, but you know, she's there-ish, kind of. But I don't think you're gonna give her a second title shot against Nunes and, you know, have her get knocked the fuck out again. Zingano's in the rankings, hasn't fought in a month of forevers. Fucking, who else is there? Holm, but Holm's talking about 145, but I guarantee she'd take that 135 belt or title fight. Although Nunes, Holm would be cool, but also Holm Cyborg would be interesting to me, so I wouldn't mind seeing either one. I'd rather have Holm at 145 than 135, though, to be honest with you. Just to see if we could do something with that featherweight division, but that's close to being fucking just shot out. So it's kind of weird. Like, we almost need like a reset button for 135. You know what I mean? Just start the whole fucking thing over. But obviously that's not gonna happen. Other fights that went down. Henry Cejudo looked like a motherfucker, man. That dude looked good. Just fucking in and out with the karate style stances and shit, and striking out, countering. You know, they had a lot of power and everything. You know, fuck that Wilson Heiss. So great weight win for him. He still thinks he's the one that's gonna beat DJ, which is good. I mean, you should think like that, right? Especially if you're a contender. And look, if Joe Benavidez, if Joe B can get, you know, 2, 3 title shots, whatever it was, and Dodson can get 1 or 2, whatever the fuck he got, you know, so who can get a couple? So I wouldn't mind seeing that next. I think Ray Borg not being able to fight, he kind of lost his title shot there. I believe so. I know they're trying to, you know, rebook the fight for 216. I don't see that happening, to be honest with you. But if it does, you know, whatever. But you know, whatever. If it does, it does. You know, so I'll be honest with you, I'm like, whatever. I'd rather see Cejudo in there though. Cejudo, or you know, you can see Pettis in there sneaking in there, getting that shot. But I think Pettis wants Cejudo. Which in that fight I would take Cejudo. So. Especially if he comes in looking like he did fucking Saturday. Fucking crazy. Alright, the fight was in the main card. Fuck. There's Latifi wrestled Pedro to a win. I feel like I'm missing a big, RDA, yeah. RDA looked like a straight killer at fucking 170. You know, everyone's like, oh, give him a title shot. No, not ready. I mean, not that he's not ready, but this is not time yet. You know, there's other guys for Jorge Masvidal, other guys for Tyron Woodley. It's a short line, I'll tell you that much. It is a short line. It's not a very long line as far as contenders at 170, but and RDA is there. I think he gets one more win, and then you talk about giving him a shot at 170, which would be remarkable if he wins it. 2-division champion, it'd be crazy. That being said, you know, he's like, oh, I'll make Tyron Woodley fight. Good luck with that. Tyron Woodley ain't fighting unless he wants to. And I mean during the fight. Like, he won't fucking let you hit him unless he wants, you know, unless he wants to get close to you, and he ain't gonna do that shit. So, not to mention he's a powerful wrestler kind of guy. If he wants to be. He's a really good fighter. The problem is he's just not fun to watch. So, like at all. He used to be. And he came in and straight starched fucking Robbie Lawler. That was fucking crazy. Before that, he was finishing dudes. But that's what you gotta do to get a title shot. Once you win it, it seems like a lot of champions go from wanting to win fights to trying not to lose fights. And if you don't understand that difference, you know, basically it's this. And, you know, when you're going for the title, you're fighting to, you know, finish people and get to the title. get it, finish people impressively and get at that title shot, and then you gotta, try and finish the champion or, at least win the fight. But once you have the belt, you don't want to lose it, so you don't really fight to win fights and, put yourself at risk of getting knocked out in order to get the knockout or in order to get the finish or the win, clear win. You basically stay as careful as you can so you don't lose, right? You get enough points and then just coast as much as you can. The way Tyron Woodley did it, the way Amanda Nunes just did it. Yeah, that's the kind of fight I'm talking about. So, I don't think RDA wins that fight, to be honest with you. But if he did, it'd be cool. I wouldn't mind it. What else we got? We got Sarah McMahon getting choked out was crazy. Chick fucking had an arm choke, and she didn't even have to get out of guard. She did it right from guard. She just fucking put her arm around, Gable gripped it, and fucking squeezed like a friggin' anaconda. Put fucking made my man tap. That was a trip, man. That was a straight up trip. So, yeah, kind of fucking crazy, to be honest with you. Nate Diaz was in Gilbert Melendez's corner, and that's he was cornering him. He's giving him advice and stuff. He's giving him good advice too. If you heard the corner, if you had the corner camera on Fight Pass, if you're watching it through there, he had some decent advice for him, good advice for him and shit. Get in, either be all in or be all out. Don't fucking stay at range for Jeremy Stevens to get that leg kick. But it was good for Nate to get exposure, and I mean it's fucking timely, right? Pretty goddamn timely, to be honest with you. So it's interesting to see that he was there. I mean, I don't know, pretty fucking nuts. Just real quick, making sure I don't miss out on anything I wanted to talk about. Oh yeah, fucking Conor McGregor's getting sued. I think by one of the security guards that was at the UFC 202 press conference where him and Nate's crew got into a fucking bottle or water bottle and Monster Energy can throwing fucking melee. If you don't remember this, I believe it was the last press conference for UFC 202. Nate gets up and walks out, and someone throws a water bottle at Conor McGregor's crew, and Conor McGregor goes and grabs his water bottle, and the cans of Monsters are chucking him right back. Fucking Jake Shields threw a fucking coffee, and then he tried to throw a computer. Like, dog, the fuck are you talking about? Goddamn, yo, Jake, no, dude. I remember seeing that, I was laughing my ass up, but I was like, for real, Jake, what the fuck? And it was, I don't know, I think it was one of the media guys, and he saw, like, Jake almost tried to grab it, and the reporter's like, no, fuck you, and he grabs it right back, like, dog. And it's pretty funny. That video or GIF is out there somewhere. Just go look for it if you want it, because it's funny as shit to me. But he threw a coffee. I'm like, god damn, dude, that's just mean. You jacked someone's coffee and then you threw hot shit. Hopefully it wasn't that hot, because I for sure that I hate somebody. So yeah. Anyway, so Conor's getting sued. Good thing he's got all that money, because they're gonna have to settle probably. Speaking of Conor McGregor, he's posting all pictures of his, fucking vacations and shit. Hey, well deserved, man. He got a big ass fucking yacht, and they're out there for, sailing and shit, hanging out, living on the boat, doing the damn thing till he's ready to come back. And I think comes back this year. I mean, he looks like he's enjoying his time off, but it's got to be exhausting to be Conor McGregor. Like you can kind of tell that he's like drained. You know what I mean? He's almost like drained to where he's just like, fuck it, dude. I need that break, and I think he needs a break. So he should take that break, come back in 2018, and probably gonna fight Nate Diaz. I don't see any other fight that the UFC will want to put on, to get that money fight. You know what I mean? So yeah. Anything else that goes on? Fucking Hurricane Irma smashing the shit out of Florida. A lot of things, a lot of the islands that I went through first were devastated, and Florida's kind of flooded. I haven't seen any. I haven't sat down and watched any of the news and everything, but they've had some problems for sure, and but I think the storms are already dying down a little bit, so it's good. Hopefully, damage and casualties are low. Oh, it sucks. You got a flat tire. Hopefully casualties and damage isn't too bad for Florida. Going off Hurricane Harvey in Texas and Houston, and fuck that whole region up, which sucks. And lastly, and of course, today is September 11th. I believe it was 16 years ago. All right, I got that math right. Yeah, 16 years ago. for us that were, old enough to be conscious. I was in high school, so I guess I want to do a little, and you guys can put where you were or your memories of September 11, 2001 in the comment section below, or on Twitter at Elaw31. We could throw them on something like a little video later today if you guys do. If you guys don't want to, it's all good. But definitely I would, I welcome your, where you were, what you were doing, what you thought, and we can go from there. But I remember that morning I woke up and I had the radio on, and it was weird. So I used to listen to this rap station, and it's still here. I used to work there actually I worked there for a while, called Power. It used to be Power 92.3. Now it's Power 98, right? It used to be Power 92. It's a rap hip hop station in Phoenix, the main one or the biggest one. And so I'm gonna put a bunch of flags on the bridge here for 9/11. So a lot of American flags out here. I used to listen to that rap station every morning. It was my alarms, to go get up. I was in 10th grade. I had just got my license and shit. And, I was getting ready to, I was waking up. I'm going to go make sure my brother and sister were up so I can get them to school too and then get my ass to school. I remember, it was like basketball season. I was getting there. It was like getting close to kicking off. And we were already in like, me and my teammates were already in like, training together a little bit. Outside of like school because you're not supposed to do it in it, you know what I mean? If I remember correctly, this is what we're doing. If not, just me and my best friend Sean, I think we play basketball every day anyway after school. So it's that's what we try to do, just train together and get better and shit. But anyway, so I woke up, have the station on, and this rap station used to have a morning show called Crazy Kid and Ruben S, and they regularly, like very regularly, pulled pranks on like the city. They had one where there was like aliens they were pretending like aliens were taking over the fucking city, and people thought it sounded so real to people that they were calling the police and shit, and the cops were calling the station going, hey, cut the shit out. So I was listening to them, and they were like saying, oh, this happened, I can't believe this is incredible, and this is devastating, and this is terrifying, and all sort of stuff. And I'm just like, oh, they're doing that shit again. Didn't pay attention to it, right? So I go and I wake my brother and sister up, make sure they're getting ready and eating, getting breakfast and whatnot. And then, and then I go to the living room where the TV is, and I put on my shoes and shit, and I accidentally sat. This is how stupid it was. I accidentally sat on the remote, and it turned the TV on right to fucking CNN. And I'm looking at the screen, and it's like I couldn't believe it. And I was just like, I didn't recognize the building at first, right? And then I saw the on the bottom of the scrolling, there's a World Trade Center hit by airplane, and casualties unknown and that sort of stuff. And it's just one plane, and I'm like, holy shit! I was like, whoa, that's fucking crazy. Someone it was like there was a jetliner. It was like a big fucking like a commercial jetliner. Like people were flying into, there was people on the fucking plane. It wasn't no little fucking Cessna or anything crazy. There's a big ass jetliner, right? Now keep in mind, this is 2001. 1993, somebody set off a fucking bomb in the basement of the World Trade Center. I think that would do it. And I think it was 93, yeah. And that was, I believe that was linked to Osama bin Laden as well. But anyway, so sitting there watching this, the news and shit, and I was like, God damn, this is fucking crazy. Like, that's nuts, right? And I was sitting there, and I went, grabbed my breakfast, and I was sitting in front of the TV again. I couldn't look away. It was fucking crazy. And I was actually watching live when the second plane hit. And I remember the guy doing the tele, whatever, who was on this, speaking on TV, was like confused, like, whoa, did that just happen? And it was like, we just saw another plane going. And that first one, you were like, oh man, it was an accident. Like, damn, that's crazy. Somebody fucked up. And the second one hit, you're like, holy shit, we're being attacked. Like, you knew right away. One could be an accident. Two is what the fuck? Like, someone's coming. Like, this shit was, like, you knew it, right? Everyone's reality changed as soon as that second plane hit. As soon as that second plane hit, you knew shit was going down. And that's when they started grounding all these other airplanes. And, unfortunately, they didn't get Flight 93, which actually ended up crashing. I think it was in Pennsylvania or something. You all know the story, especially if you're old enough. For those that aren't old enough to know it, you can look up YouTube videos. Skip the ones that say, hoax and all this shit. If you want to know the official story, and then you can get into research it and whether you think, however you think it happened, right? And I'm not going to get into it. That's honestly, today's not about, you know, going over that, or it is to some people, right? I think to me, it's just like, you know, damn, people lost their lives, and it's, no matter what the cause was, it's still, you know, it's a sad fucking day for real. But anyway, like, it was as soon as that second plane hit, you were just like, God damn, like, we're being fucking attacked, and I remember feeling this, like, anger. Now, you gotta keep in mind, I'm not originally from here. My family moved here from Mexico when I was a kid, you know, and, yeah, and I remember, you know, we went through the process of naturalization and all that, and it's a motherfucker for real. If you never, for those that immigrated here and got their citizenship and everything, but, you know, I feel your pain, all right? Especially if you're still going through it, hang in there. I know it takes, you know, fucking forever and years, and it seems like no one gives a shit. But, you know, that day you get the call, and you take your test, and you get sworn in as an American citizen is, like, fucking amazing. Believe me, I've done it, and it's, like, one of the happiest days of my life. But, anyway, but, like, I remember, like, you know, feeling this anger, like someone just attacked my family. That's literally how it felt. Like someone just attacked my family, and I did mean my immediate family, but I also meant like my friends, the people that I feel like, you know, like my close friends that I feel like are my, you know, my family. I felt like I was, you know, like we were attacked, that I felt anger. I wasn't scared, I was angry, and I was just like, what the fuck, like, no, fuck this shit. Who the hell did it? Oh man, someone's about to. As soon as we find out who it is, like someone's getting a whooping. We're fucking somebody's world up. We're like, this thing, we ain't taking this shit sitting down. You know what I mean? And so then I had to go to school, right? And we're driving. I'm driving. My brother and sister in the car, and I had the radio on. We're listening to this stuff, and you know, my sister started looking scared, so I turned off the radio. And we go into school. First class I had, a course in the morning, which I suck at, is fucking Algebra 1-2. All right. If you're in Arizona, you know what level algebra. That's basically regular high school algebra. And you know, I'm in there, and the teacher had the TV on. She couldn't look away. And so then, you know, like then halfway through the class, I had to go, you know, go to take a leak out of the bathroom. And I walked out, and I looked in, you know, all the windows, you know, on my way to the bathroom, and they all had their TV on. Like nobody could look away. As much as they, you know, they wanted to turn off the TV, like nobody could do it. It was crazy, you know. Fuck it, you just sitting there and go, wow. During my second period class, which I forget what class it was, but I think it was history, world history. We're sitting there, we still have the TV on, we're still watching it, and that's when the towers came down. And it's just like, whoa, like, and you know, if you watch the American coverage, CNN, Fox News, MSNBC, all that, or NBC, whatever, you didn't see the bodies flying out. They did their best to not show that, because that's terrifying. The foreign channels did not give a fuck. They were showing all that. You saw all the jumpers and stuff. They were showing people jumping and, you know, hitting the ground and all that. It's like, and I remember seeing that as a 10th grader, like, holy shit, like, what the hell did I just see? You know what I mean? It was like the craziest. That's, to this day, is the most like craziest thing I've seen in my life, was people jumping to basically end it in a better way than burning. Like basically, to them, it was like, fuck it, I'd rather hit the ground and just, you know, end it quick than burn. You know, god damn, that was fucking, or you know, choke because of all the smoke and all that. You know, it was incredibly terrifying. Like, wow, I remember that shit. And then not too long after, it's, you know, they were like, oh, Osama bin Laden didn't, and we're going to Afghanistan, and fucking let's go. And a lot of people were, you know, it became very, people, I mean, people still are behind the troops, for real. I didn't get too political until later on, to be honest with you, but yeah, 9/11, man, to me, it's like ingrained in my, I remember when I got home from school, and I'm sorry, I'm kind of jumping back and forth. I remember when I got home from school, and my mom was watching TV, and she's still on CNN. We didn't start watching the coverage until like late that night. And even then, I was like, you know, fucking texting my friends, and she's like, dude, can you believe that shit? And, you know, and everyone, and most guys, you know, most of the you know, my friends were angry. They were like, we gotta fucking go do something, man. Oh, man, we gotta go, we gotta do this shit. I have friends that joined the military because of 9/11. You know what I mean? You know, and I've said this before, I injured my back badly in high school, playing sports. And, you know, I wasn't able to do the military. I tried. They just wouldn't take me, unfortunately. So, my back was so bad. It's way better now. I've done years and years of work on it. It still sucks, but, you know, obviously I'm injured right now. I can't compete in jiu-jitsu, but it was pretty bad then. But regardless, like, it was crazy. That day changed everything forever for everybody. And I mean the world. For the world, it changed. You know what I mean? Like, it hit us here, but the world changed. I mean, that's how you got TSA. That's how you got, you know, stricter security. That's how everything. You know, and then, you know, these days, you know, especially the Europeans dealing with, you know, all these terror attacks, you know, concerts getting shot up, bombs going off, all this other stuff. It's like, it still hasn't stopped. Now, it hasn't happened here very much, right? But man, it's so scary to think that for whatever reason somebody decided they were going to do something so catastrophic because they felt they're angry or they're upset or they're, you know, they believe they're whatever mission they have in their own mind, you know, jacked up brain, philosophy and moral and ethics and everything, that other people deserve to die because of what they feel, because of what they believe. And that's horseshit. In either way, by the way, no matter what you believe, people dying because they don't believe what you believe, or people dying because you believe they're this or that, that's fucking stupid. It's you are not human if you wish ill or death upon somebody because they don't believe what you believe. Straight up. That's straight up. You're not a human. You're some kind of fucking monster, and we don't need you here. You know. So it's so crazy. The world changed forever, mind you. We're gonna be feeling the effects of 9/11 forever. It's been 16 years. You know what I mean? And I'm 31 years old today. You know, February, but I'm 31 years old, and I'm never gonna forget that day. I know every detail about that day. You know, and it's crazy. Every American, every human, and I mean human. Now I'm not talking about like, you know, like people are like, oh yeah, F America and we hate America and all that stuff. Not those assholes. I'm talking about every human, people that are compassionate for human beings. Everybody changed that day, and no one's ever going to be the same. When I'm old, you know, hopefully when I make it that old, you know, when I'm a grandpa, if I ever have kids, damn, I need to start working on that. But if I ever have grandchildren and stuff like that, and they, you know, they're going to school and they ask me, hey, you know, grandpa, were you around for 9/11? I'd be like, oh, sure was. That's a story that we're going to be able to tell our kids and our kids' kids forever, and it's crazy, man. It's so crazy that was real. Seemed like a movie. It really was. So, you know, in memory of everybody that passed away that day, and the men and women that you know, gave their lives in pursuit of freedom and justice. You know, in the military, and the first responders that were there, you know, and everyone that contributed and everything, you know. In memory of them. That's what today is for. You know? Like, I'm glad there was talk like not too long ago about making it a day off type of thing. Like almost like they hesitated calling it a federal holiday, but it was like a day of remembrance. But taking the day off for it, it's not something to celebrate. Definitely, you work harder. You know, you work harder. You do better. You're a better person. You're nicer to people today because you remember that day. You know, that made everyone in the family, that brought everyone together. And it sucks that it takes events like that to bring you together. It's really, really, really sucks, but it's beautiful to see. And it's beautiful to see, and you gotta appreciate it because it doesn't happen very often, you know. And so, you know, if you could do something little, I'm not saying like, you know, pay for someone's meal. If you want to, go for it. Or, you know, go super out of your way for something. Do something nice. Smile at somebody. Say hello to somebody. Ask someone you don't know, hey, how's your day? You know what I mean? Show other people that you're that you know that you have humanity and that you recognize them as good people, as humans, and show that you care about each other because, you know, before 9/11, it was, you know, everybody else. I'm out for myself. 9/11 happens, everyone's together. You know, yeah, we lost that here and there, of course, but, you know, that's the one thing about America that I'm proud of is that, you know, when shit hits the fan, we rise to the occasion. And we not only that, we come together. Like, yeah, you know, maybe we don't agree on everything, but, you know, it's kind of like, you fuck with my team, dude. Like, we're a team. We might not always see eye to eye on everything, but you fuck with my team, man. It's on, dude. It's on, and you're paying the piper, and we're throwing down no matter what. You know, so that's what I know. I'm proud of that. I'm proud of that fact that we rise to the occasion together for each other. So, again, you know, in just in memory of them. You know, in memory of everybody that day and of everyone that lost their lives in that day and afterwards, you know, just a moment. Take a moment to think about it and just to do a little something nice, little tiny gesture to somebody, because it makes everyone's day, and you put positivity out into the world, and it will come back to you. I promise you that. You put positivity out into the world, it will come back to you. Okay, that's a fact. That's not none of that the secret stuff where if you see it, it's gonna happen kind of thing. And no, it's legit, 100% been proven. All right, ladies and gentlemen. All right, thanks for joining me today. This has been the Morning Toke. Shout out to SpicesPros.com for sponsoring this podcast, especially the Morning Toke stuff. Hit them up at SpicesPros.com. Get yourself some seasonings, and make sure you get yourself some of that Mexican candy as well. And of course, represent. Go to repcrossbonesonma.com to get yourself some of that gear and help us out at the same time. And of course, today, hit us up. You're in California, you're in the LA Redlands area. Get yourself some of those combates tickets. Go check out some free fights on Friday night. Get some babysitter. Go out there and have some fun. All right. For myself, my crew, thanks for tuning in to Morning Toke. Make sure you subscribe on iTunes and on YouTube, and tell all your friends and everything. Appreciate you guys' support, and I will catch you guys later.
Motherfuckers love it to be a soldier. Must maintain composure at ease, don't like it's complicated. Yeah.